What's up, wave makers? It's me, Mommy Suna, and welcome to my upstairs to do MLM memes and Makeup Monday. Sparrow's downstairs. She kind of claimed my bedroom for herself this morning, so I was like, Pop-Tart? What? So I was kind of like, you know what? I won't disturb her. She can have my bedroom today. I'll just film upstairs, I guess. It's fine. Let's see what the top posts are this week in the anti-MLM subreddit. Again, for the second week in a row, I'm going to be skipping the first most upvoted post because it's, again, one we've seen a million times. I'm always bitching about the repetitiveness. I'm sorry. The top post this week, then, in our world, is a satire post that says, "Today's joke in my dad joke calendar. A travel agent told me he could get me a free trip to Egypt if I could get 5 other people to sign up too. Sounded like a pyramid scheme." Cute. I missed out on a joke last week. As I was editing it, I was like so mad at myself because we were looking at the Mummies on a Mission thing, if you guys remember. Which, by the way, so many people were like, Savannah, mum is how we say mom in the UK and Australia. I was like, I know, I'm aware. Some people were like face palming because they thought I didn't know. I was just like, no, I get it. It's just funny because mummies. Anyway, there were probably a lot of pyramid scheme jokes I could have made with that because mummies and pyramids and things, and I felt so stupid looking back at the footage. I'm like, how did you miss this? And maybe it would have been a little bit more obvious that I know that like every other country in the world except for America calls their moms mum. Random toothbrush in my makeup bag. Okay. I already brushed my teeth this morning. I don't need to brush them again. But yeah, a good dad joke. I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily a dad joke, because in reality, if that were a thing, and also there are travel MLMs, so this has probably happened before. It sounds like a pyramid scheme, ha 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 joke. No, actually, that does sound like a pyramid scheme that probably exists somewhere. That sounds like a scenario that has actually happened before. Dad joke, maybe. Reality, more likely. That's the sad part. Ruby Ribbon, is that an MLM? I've never heard of it. On a photo of my son's memorial, at least she didn't call me hun. Thinking about you all.
Wow, what an amazing park. It's beautiful there. I sent you a private message but not sure you saw it. Excited to connect.
Ew, 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 ew. What is Ruby Ribbon? I have to look it up. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. It's a bra or like underwear MLM? Whoa. Next deep dive, maybe? I don't know. Why have I never heard of this? I mean, I know that some of you guys have sent me this MLM, maybe, or if not, like other kinds that sell the same thing. Now, clearly, he had served in the military too. So, like, what about this photo honoring the death of a veteran? Says, you know what this woman needs? A new bra. Oh my god. Hey, read the room, Karen. How about that? How upsetting. The Huns always are really, really good at finding the worst possible time to inject their scam. Death of a loved one always screams a need for an MLM. What do you think that DM was like too? Do you think she was like, hey hun, I just saw what happened to your son. I'm so sorry. Rest in peace. I'm praying for you. But you know what could bring you up from your obvious deep depression from losing your son? Joining this new business opportunity. Honor your son in your underwear. Ooh, that's bad. Bad me. No, seriously though, like what is the pitch there? You know what also could have happened is maybe she had sent that DM like months ago and this lady's all like, I'm sick of her ignoring me. Why can't these people just take no for an answer? Or silence as a no? Because most of the time it is. I mean, not with everything, but with MLMs I would say, yeah, most of the time if you're being ignored, it's probably just someone trying to politely decline your invitation. It's very unlikely that they just missed your DM, especially on a social media platform like Facebook. Anyway, let's move on. Oh my god, Mary Kay, this one is titled, I know you're having a C-section tomorrow, but...
Hi. I know you're having your C-section tomorrow and life will be busy, but I was wondering maybe for the end of July if you'd be interested in doing a Mary Kay FB party for me? It would run for 3 days, no samples. All I do is post multiple times over the 3 days different information about Mary Kay and our products. If anyone buys anything, you'd get hostess rewards, free or discounted product, and for hosting, even if nobody buys I'll give you any skincare set for half off. Let me know. All you would have to do is invite people to the group. Very low key.
Ooh. Wow! The nerve. Wow, the nerve. Hey, hun, I already messaged all my friends on my Facebook who aren't having C-sections tomorrow, who aren't about to have major surgery and give birth to a baby. I've already been there, done that with these people, and they all said no to me, so do you want to sell Mary Kay for me? Also, okay, the nerve times 2. She's all like, even if no one buys anything, you can get any of my shit for half off. Being like, you can make a purchase for this shit that you didn't ask for. You did not request to throw a party with me. Hey, you can get shit for half off. It's like, I don't want that. Oh, speaking of Mary Kay, I don't really go on Facebook much. I did go on Facebook the other day, and to my surprise, there was an invitation to a Mary Kay party waiting in my Facebook notifications. And it was by, she's like one of my mom's coworkers or something. Like, she's not the one who was hosting the party. She was just the one who got swindled into throwing it. I'm not close with her, so I guess I'm not like mad at her for not knowing what I do for a living, but so I accepted the invite, and then I went and posted a link to pinktruth.org, I believe, which, if you guys don't know, Pink Truth is just pretty much the culmination of every shitty thing that Mary Kay has ever done and will continue to do. Anything you ever want to know about how horrible of a company Mary Kay is. So I posted a link to it, and I was like, thanks for inviting me to this pyramid scheme, hope you get out, basically. And I left a link, and then I pieced the fuck out. Actually, did I? I don't think I did. I probably just got removed from the group. And then the host, not my mom's coworker, just the person, the Mary Kay Hun, messaged me. And she goes, hey, I see you've had a bad experience with Mary Kay. May I ask what happened? Like, you know, like they always do. It's always, oh, you've had an experience. You have a story. Sorry your experience was negative. Which obviously rubbed me the wrong way, because how often do we see that? All the time. It's a very normal Hun tactic. And I would assume that this person went to their upline and was like, this girl did this at one of my parties. What do I say? And then, like, the upline just sent her a script, like, copy and paste this, and me, like, send her this. And then I sent her a long message. I kind of want to read it to you guys since, you know, I'm here in front of my computer. I can just pull it up because it's kind of funny. Okay, her exact message was, hey, I'm sorry you've had a negative experience with Mary Kay. Bitch, I ain't ever been in Mary Kay. I ain't ever bought Mary Kay. None of that shit. Do you mind me asking what happened? And here's what I said back. I said, I didn't have a personal experience with Mary Kay. I am, by profession, an anti-MLM YouTuber. I spend my life researching MLMs. I've been involved in 2 other ones myself, so I do have personal experience in the business structure. As a professional content creator in the anti-MLM community, I have spoken to, interviewed, and heard the stories of more people than you can imagine. Many from Mary Kay, but other MLMs as well. They're all gross, misleading companies that prey on vulnerable people, and my life mission is to expose them. That's why it's funny that I was even invited to your Facebook event in the first place. I'm still shocked that there are people in my life who don't know what I do for work. So, I know where you were going with messaging me. You thought you'd try to weasel your way out of personal responsibility of being part of a pyramid scheme that has managed to stay legal by jumping through the FTC's loopholes. I've heard every argument you're likely to make, and I promise you I can mop the floor with them. And Mary Kay in particular, damn, it's honestly one of the worst ones to be involved in. So I hope you get out of your cult soon. You'll literally never come close to getting that pink caddy, sis. I'm sassy, okay? I guess I've just gotten to the point now where I just can't talk to Huns anymore. I know what they're gonna say before they ever say it, and I'm just like, time to cut to the chase, dude. Like, I know what you're about to say, I know what you're about to argue with me, and I ain't here for it, sis. Anyway, so she did end up responding. I was certain she was just gonna block me right away, but she said, honestly, I wasn't going to put up an argument or try to justify it in any way. I was just genuinely curious to see if it was a personal bad experience with Mary Kay or just a general dislike of MLMs. I totally respect your opinion. Well, first of all, sis, you were not just looking to have a simple little conversation with an anti-MLMer. You were not trying to do that. You thought that I was just misinformed and that you could somehow sway my opinion, which is based on factual evidence and shit, you know. I think my baby might have woken up. Second of all, like, if she was actually genuinely curious about why I had said the things that I said, then my response, like, you know, calling it a cult, saying that it's just a legal pyramid scheme, blah, 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 if this was stuff she had never heard before, my message back to her should have lifted some red flags. I'm pretty sure my baby's awake. Oh god. Oh yeah, he's definitely awake. My eyebrows half done. He always does this when my eyebrows aren't done. I'll be right back. Griffin, I'm coming! Well, I guess we're on a time crunch now to see how long we can go without him freaking out. What was I even saying? I know we were talking about the Mary Kay Hun. Anyway, I guess my response should have raised some red flags. And instead of responding with, oh no, I wasn't trying to argue with you or trying to sway your opinion, if that wasn't her goal, she probably should have asked questions in response, you know? She probably should have said like, pyramid scheme, what do you mean? Or cult, what do you mean? Why do you say that? Because I didn't end up responding to this message. But you know, the conversation could have continued on. Griffin has loud toys, I'm sorry. But anyway, her just saying, oh yeah, no, I just was genuinely curious. Well, if she was genuinely curious, she would have continued the conversation to get more information for why I do what I do, you know? But instead she just backtracked and was like, I guess I messed with the wrong bitch. I don't want to get schooled by someone who actually knows the scam I'm part of. This eyebrow is giving me serious issues today. What is that? Who is she? This eyebrow looks great. This one's like, story of my life. Anyway, yeah, that seems to be the theme of the past few memes and Makeup Mondays. Just Huns being desperate. This girl is all like, she's about to become a mother and have major surgery, but maybe she'll still want to throw a party. And even if no one buys anything, because no one ever does, I'm sure she doesn't have much success with selling. Most of these people do not. She's just like, well, I'll just offer her a discount. It's like, she didn't even ask for your shit in the first place. Anyway. Oh God, Usborne. I hate Usborne. Okay. My friend's grandma owned her. Ooh.
I'm having an Usborne book party because I want to get more books for the boys. The boys love these books.
Now what did you get yourself into, sweetie? Stop doing that to yourself. You are just like your Auntie Lisa. She does the same thing you do. She getting more when these companies and doesn't go through. 1, don't have the time to lose interest. 3, you get yourself in a debt that you can't get out of.
It's just a book party, lol.
Sorry, that was really hard to read, but I think we get the gist. Aside from Granny needing to take a typing course. Good for Granny. Man, Usborne is bad. If you guys don't know about Usborne, actually, Savvy Writes Books has a really great video about Usborne, so I would recommend checking her video out if you want to learn more about them, but it's an MLM for children's books. I think that's so messed up. And yeah, I don't know really the ins and outs of Usborne and like how the stats add up as far as like who's successful and who's not and how many uplines are millionaires because of it. I don't know. I haven't looked into all of that, but either way, I mean, I'm sure there's that kind of manipulation going on in there somewhere, and good for this granny for calling it out. I just wish she had been a little bit more articulate, because honestly, I feel like if I were just an onlooker and I tried to make sense of what the grandma was saying, I wouldn't really know. But you tried, Granny, and that's what's most important. Too bad the message seems to be lost on them, though. They're like, it's just a book party. It's more than just a book party. It's a pyramid scheme pitch. Do you want to do what I do? Do you want to enrich the lives of our children? And that's the thing, too, is that Usborne books, from what I understand anyway, the books are actually pretty good. And kids like them, kids enjoy them. So that's a shame. It's like when people always say, you know, MLM products are always bad. It's like, well, no, that's just not true. There are plenty of MLMs that have products that a lot of people find value in and joy in, and Usborne Books is one of those MLMs. It sucks. It really freaking sucks because they kind of work around all the dumb shit we say about MLMs all the time. It's kind of shrouded by, you know, the idea that you're making children happy, so therefore it's okay. But it's really not. I mean, it's not like they're recruiting children to sell them. I mean, I don't think they are anyway, and there are MLMs out there who do recruit actual children with parents' permission. It's messed up. Like Origami Owl, Rock Your Hair. I know Lime Life had like some kind of something when I was part of them that had to do with younger kids. It's pretty messed up. Anyway, found in the wild. Wait, what?
Pyramid schemes? Anyone have one you recommend? Ones you wouldn't. Trying to work from home, but also be able to work anywhere and not have to take any time away from my kids during the day.
Oh God, do these Huns listen to themselves? Do they actually? I mean, not that this girl's a Hun, she's just looking to become a Hun, which might even be worse. There's 33 comments on here, and I desperately hope that someone somewhere said, don't listen to any of these fucking comments that you just got, because I bet 32 out of 33 of those comments are people being like, Monet, we have the best compensation plan. And then Hempworks showed up and was like, Hempworks, we have the best compensation plan. And then it was, you know, every other MLM under the sun. I'm sure someone from every MLM commented on on that post. I can only hope that someone said something. But it is funny that they're just like pyramid schemes instead of multi-level marketing company or direct sales or even like being like work from home, because she's saying like, I want to work from home. Oh, baby girl, an MLM/pyramid scheme is not the way to go with that. You're probably just gonna get yourself into more debt and then have to work even harder at your day job. It's a shame, really. What do we do all this work for? Guess we gotta work harder. Every time you see people make posts like this, it just makes me want to yell a little bit louder from my soapbox. I don't know how this eyeshadow is looking on camera, but it looks really pretty right now. Maybe it's just this lighting. I don't know, but it's really pretty. And just in case anyone was wondering, because a lot of times people ask what I'm wearing, this is by Crown Pro, and that's all it says on the entire palette. So it looks like this. I used it to contour and highlight as well, so it's a good palette. I like it. It's not necessarily a color scheme I do very often with like the reds and the browns and stuff, but it's pretty. Also, I just realized, like I was saying earlier, like, do these Huns listen to themselves? Look up the definition of the word scheme. Scheme. You're asking to be involved in a scheme. And that sounds okay to you? That sounds safe to you, Hun? Like, these people. Hopefully this person was a troll. I doubt it, but maybe. Ooh, this one looks good. It's just called Typos for Truth from Monet.
VIPs get 15% off. Then you can get an additional 15%, 20%, or 25%. The more you spend, the more you spend.
The more you spend, the more you spend. Yep, that's generally how it works. Yep, you just keep spending and spending and spending, and you never get anywhere else with it. But you know what you are doing? You're making your upline rich. Congratulations, great job. Yeah, Typos for Truth, seriously. I mean, it's almost like you should just say the more you spend, the more you lose. I'm sure she meant to say the more you spend, the more you save. I'm sure that's what she was trying to say. But no one wants your shitty products anyway, hun, so. I shouldn't have opened my mouth when I did this. I've talked about this before. I freaking love it. It's Ciate London Setting Spray Watermelon Burst. It smells like a Jolly Rancher. It's amazing. I love it so much. What else we got? Finally, it's happened to me.
I would love to share an important opportunity with you.
What crypto?
I'm sharing an opportunity to interested folks on how you can get membership with an international business organization and generate a passive income stream while doing so. Are you familiar with crypto?
I've never been hit up with an MLM on a gay dating app. Thanks for being my first. Oh my god, this is on a dating app? Ugh! Okay, this is a rhetorical question because I know the answer. The answer is gonna be yes. Does anyone else feel like these crypto Huns and brobots are just going way too far? Yeah, me too. They really are becoming a serious danger to social media and society. It also seems like a scam that people should know by now is just not a lucrative thing. I mean, you can trade cryptocurrencies and whatever the fuck these people try to get you to do, Forex and all that. You can do all that without being in an MLM. Cryptocurrencies and Forex aren't necessarily MLMs, but there are MLMs, such as here, that make their money off of like training people how to do it. And it's like, you don't need that. You don't. But it's always surprising to me when these people show up in dating apps because it's like they're not there for that, you know? Obviously, they're there to try to make money, and that's just sad. Most of the people on these apps are just trying to find love, okay? Love and companionship and a relationship and, you know, a legitimate connection with somebody. So, you know, really, it's even more messed up that they go on dating apps trying to shill this shit. I mean, we always say the Huns try to prey on vulnerable people, and what, pray tell, is more vulnerable than someone trying to find love? Not many things. This one is a Cutco post that says, take a look at what Costco has. Jeez. Okay, first of all, that is so fucking expensive! I mean, that's a lot of knives, and I know knives can be expensive in general. Now, I don't know how Costco works. I had a membership with them like 5 years ago. Hardly used it. I basically just used it to buy baby formula for Sparrow. But this makes me wonder, is Costco like Walmart in the way that like anyone can go on there and sell whatever they want? Because I don't know if you guys saw that there were some posts going around like a few weeks ago. I guess they've been going around for a while actually, but they kind of started resurfacing again of people being like, look, Monet is sold at Walmart now. But it's just Walmart's website by some third-party seller. Walmart isn't isn't actually selling Monet on their shelves. So I wonder if it's the same thing. But I do also know that Costco does, in their regular stores, they have like a Cutco representative. And I hate that because obviously Cutco is owned by Vector. They have nothing to do with Costco, but their names sound similar enough that I'm sure that it's like a legitimate partnership that's kind of unspoken between Cutco and Costco, that their representatives are allowed to sell in a booth in the store. And that's honestly messed up because, like, to anyone who doesn't know the difference between Cutco and Costco, you know, they might think they're getting a good deal because Costco is kind of well known for being able to buy bulk of things for good prices, you know? But not even that, like, even just like they got clothes and furniture and all that other shit for a generally affordable price, you know? Okay, you can sit on my lap. That's fine. We're almost done. And that really makes me mad at Costco because it just shows me that they're honestly just willing to straight up deceive people for an extra buck. I have heard that Cutco's knives are pretty good quality, but they're pretty overpriced. Well, you could probably find just as good quality knives or even better quality knives for cheaper somewhere else. But the same can be said for pretty much any MLM. You can always get something of the same quality, if not better, somewhere else with every single MLM. The Cutco Costco debacle would actually be a pretty good, like, deep dive video to make. Maybe I should look into doing that. Anyway, guys, that's it for this week. And now it's time to thank my patrons and my members. And as a reminder, I'm doing something really special for my postcard tier patrons and members this upcoming month. So as of August 1st, if you are on that tier, I'm going to personally paint you a rock. And I know that sounds silly, but look at it this way. It's like a custom, one-of-a-kind piece of art from yours truly. It's gonna be about that big, but I mean, I did it with my own two hands. And they're cute, and I'm having a lot of fun with them. It's my new hobby as a 30-year-old lady. Basically, I turned 30 and then decided to spend my life doing crafts. So if you want to receive a rock next month, or postcards any other month, you know, normally I send out postcards. I already sent those out this month to everyone who was on that tier in the month of July, so it'll be the month of August. If you want a rock, join it. You can go to patreon.com/SavannahMarie, or you can click the join button beneath this video. And as a reminder, you have to be on the postcard tier to be able to receive your rock. But we also have other stuff, like the lower tiers have, you know, everyone gets access to our patron and member only Discord server. I can give you guys early access to videos sometimes, whenever I'm able to, whenever I'm ahead of schedule on my work. I give you guys merch deals, you know, stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. The biggest thank you in the whole wide world goes to Ashley Brown, Elizabeth Wyatt, Leanne, Meredith Nakata, Molly Wasilewski, Victoria Weiser, Alice W., April Lindblom, Boris Geller, Katrina Rosemarick, Daniel Urena, E. Higgins, Erica Lauder-Craddock, Evan Adler, Jerry Duncan, yeah, Julia Wheeler, Kelly Creffield, Kim Cartwright, Laura Lynn Martin, Maddie Darley, Rachel McHenry, Samantha Jackson, Tuesday the 13th, Lesbian Plantasy Liz, Tiffany Brust, Jay Marie, Auntie Lou, Vamp Faye, Fallon Lowry, Sabrina Franklin, and Julia Nieberdowski. And to the rest of my fabulous patrons and my members, thank you so much for being here and for being you. Even if you're not a patron or a member, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. I really appreciate you just being here in general. Keep making waves, babes! And I will smell you guys later. Mommy Tsunami, out!